this going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hand off to the back. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills, and some are two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Movement here from the tight end. And on the carry, he's heading left. Powers through. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I don't know, there's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. Big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What an opening game drive by this offense and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Run good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
A heavy formation, extra blockers on the field. He'll hand it off. Powering through. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Handoff for the single back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Running play called on 3rd and short. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. It's an option look. Quarterback still with the football. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown. Fouls. A fumble return for 6. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. False start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Running with purpose. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5.
What did they find these officials, my son?
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Throws a bullet to the right. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
three-step movement of its own. Give it to the back again. Got a lane. Can he get in? Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They go with a direct snap. Powering right past the defender. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He's going to hand this off. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the 2nd quarter?
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Two-possession lead. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That picks up a first down. Was spotted at the 39.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The quarterback's got it on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. second time. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll run it to the left. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the option play here. QB decides to keep it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, not quite through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Breaking tackles. Moves the ball up to the 30.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long. I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
No, kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Try to run it with the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit
will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. The linebacker shifting around now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Volunteers trying to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, foul. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Tennessee 28, Alabama 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop right there at the line. No gain. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's looking to scramble. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Fighting off the defender. Shows off the stiff arm on the really solid game.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. You come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his...
And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Tennessee. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for it. Oh, the ball comes loose. The offense recovers the fumble. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Contact as he threw it. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home. A sack to end it as the defense punctuates this victory.